This is a story I've been trying to cover for a little while, and we kept getting, and this is a significant story. This is a story that shows you exactly who Jeff Sessions is. Jeff Sessions, he has an agenda that is, to say the least, detrimental to African Americans and minorities, people of color in general. That's who Jeff Sessions is, and he seems to be so focused on rolling back any type of protections, any type of progress. He's so focused on that these are the first things that he's done in the last month, or not even a full month, however long it's been since he's been confirmed, right? He's already rolled back Obama's rollback of federal prisons, of private prisons. He's already signaled, Jeff Sessions has already signaled that he's going to crack down on marijuana use. He's already signaled in the conversation on voter fraud or voter suppression. He's already signaled that he's not interested in pursuing any type of legal action against states who are actively involved in voter suppression. And now today, or at least yesterday, he's signaling that he's going to pull back from, quote, the Obama administration's practice of suing local police departments over civil rights violations. I mean, if there's any question about his agenda and what he wants to accomplish, it has to have been answered for you at this point. So the Department of Justice announced that it would be withdrawing from the Texas voter ID case. We talked about that. They've already announced that they're going to crack down on marijuana usage. Look at the picture that's being painted. Look at the pieces of the puzzle that he's painting. He has it out. I'm sorry. This man has it out for anything that has positively affected minorities, people of color, and the black community. If he could single-handedly undo the entire Voting Rights Act, never mind the fact that it's already been partially gutted by the Supreme Court, but if he could, he's making it clear this is the type of America he thinks America should be. And now they're going to roll back any type of lawsuit against police agencies that are accused of civil rights violations. He said, quote, or it was released, it said, quote, "We need, so far as we can, to help police departments get better, not diminish their effectiveness. And I'm afraid we've done some of that." I'm sorry. Come again, Jeff. So it's not going to help them to get better, to stop abusing American civil rights. That's not your definition of better, right? If they violate my civil rights and the federal government comes in to stop them and to make an example of them, that won't help them be better. How do you define better, Jeff Sessions? That's the question. How do you define better? By all indications, Jeff Sessions defines better as being harsh on marijuana, not having anyone come to bat for minorities on voting rights, and to now say nothing about the violation of civil rights. That's what he considers better. When a person shows you who they are, Coretta Scott King, she knew exactly who this dude was. And yet and still, this is exactly flip side of this. This is not only exactly what Donald Trump is okay with doing. This is for Republicans, for so many Republicans, this is justice. This is the right move. This signifies that Jeff Sessions is an honorable man. And this signifies that Jeff Sessions is ordained by God to do the right thing, to help out our heroic and patriotic police officers to survive to recover rather from 8 years of an abomination that was Obama. So for them, this is a crusading night coming to save police officers. And I put it like that because I want people to understand more and more and more what we're dealing with here. We're not dealing with people that you can out logic or out reason. You're not dealing with people that you can sit and talk with rationally because they have an irrational, obscene view of the world. Up is down for them. On is off for them. Dark is light for them. Everything is completely opposite, and they have no ability. They support Donald Trump's policy almost around 80% on every single policy. Listen, we're not dealing with rational people who can actually be reasoned with. We're dealing with people who are so obsessed with their agenda. Not just their agenda. They're so obsessed with their singular view of the world that anyone who does not conform to that view of the world is an infidel. And so while we can clearly see that what Jeff Sessions is doing is not even dog whistle racism, not even racism in isolation. It's all sorts of ways, just a great disdain for marginalized communities. He has so much hatred for marginalized communities that the most important thing for him to do when he became Attorney General was to hurt them. And so while we can see that clearly, you've got half of America, or at least half of voting America, that looks at him and cheers him on like their crusading hero who's carrying out the work of God. Kiss my ass, Jeff Sessions.